Hello everyone, here is a quick tour of my home theater. It is a Dolby Atmos capable 7.2.4 setup with a 100-inch screen and seating for 5. The front, left, and right speakers are SVS Prime towers. Each have a pair of 6.5-inch woofers, a 4.5-inch mid-range, and a 1-inch tweeter. The center channel is an SVS Ultra Center. It has a pair of 6.5-inch woofers, a 4-inch mid-range, and a 1-inch tweeter. For seating, I have 5 motorized recliners, and I built a riser for the rear row. The projector is a 1080p capable Epson PowerLite 3600E. The screen is a fixed 16:9 silver ticket 100-inch diagonal. I have displayed a diagram of the system and how it's laid out. The side surrounds are dual DC 365W in-walls containing a 6.5-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter. Rear surrounds are SVS Prime satellites. Each have a 4.5-inch mid-range and a 1-inch tweeter. The ceiling speakers, of which there are 4, are Current Audio CS654 FLs in the front and CS651 FL in the rear. Each contain a 6.5-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter. The subwoofers are a pair of SVS PC2000s. They each contain a ported 12-inch driver and a 500-watt RMS amplifier. In this room they go down to a solid 14 Hz. I built this little nook to house all the electronics. There's a wall plate inside with connections to all the speakers, the sub, HDMI for the projector, and a wired gigabit network connection. Everything is rack mounted in a Sanus CFR 2115 15U equipment rack. It's on wheels, so it's easy to pull out if I need to get back there to access the cables. There's a fan installed on the top of the rack to keep things reasonably cool. The receiver is a Marantz SR7009. The signal is crossed over at 80 Hz for all the mids, although I do drop it down to 60 Hz for 2-channel music listening. The LFE channels are also crossed over at 80 Hz for the subs. I'm using the receiver just as a preamp for the 3 QSC Audio CX404 power amplifiers. These amplifiers are rated for 250 watts RMS by 4 channels each. As configured, the system output is 250 watts RMS by 11 channels for the mids and 500 watts RMS by 2 for the subs. Right now, I have an unused 12th channel. I've considered bridging a pair of channels on one of the amps to use them all. This would provide a full 500 watts RMS to the center channel, but for that much power might be a bit dangerous for the center channel speaker, as it's only rated for 225 watts RMS. If anyone has any opinions on this, I'd love to hear it. I have a variety of sources including an Apple TV, Chromecast, Oppo Blu-Ray player, and a Roku 3. Also connected are a Nintendo Switch and a PlayStation 4. There's a gigabit network switch mounted on the back of the rack, provided a hardwired network connection for the devices that support it. There's a file server in the other room, also hardwired, to provide media to these sources. Well, that's about it. This setup is still very much a work in progress. I hope to add some acoustic treatment and do something with the decor and lighting. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. Thanks for watching.